Hello, everyone. I am so excited for this episode of Plug Into Devin. We have with us today Representative Suzanne Harrison. She is an anesthesiologist, a doctor who is serving in Utah House District 32 and is, of course, running for re-election. That's the district that covers Sandy, Draper, and White City. I am so excited to introduce her to you. You stick around. You don't want to miss this episode. Suzanne, welcome to the show.
Hi, Devin. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we're thrilled. We're absolutely thrilled. You have an interesting and unique perspective, but what do you want to talk about today?
I want to talk about making sure that more people's voices are heard in the state legislature and how we do that and why that's especially important right now as we deal with COVID and tackle this pandemic.
Well, you've got a critically important voice as a medical professional during a pandemic. How do you address this concern of making sure that the right voices are heard on Capitol Hill in Utah?
Well, Devin, one of the reasons I ran originally is that I felt that my voice wasn't heard. And it, just as a regular citizen mom, mom of 3 kids in our community. And I think too often we have elected officials that aren't really listening to the people that elected them. And I think one of the benefits of having a citizen legislature is that people take time out of their, day-to-day lives, their careers to serve in office. And I think that is one of the things that makes our democracy stronger. It's been an honor for me to serve since 2018. And I think it's really important that people step up, get engaged with local issues and local politics so that we get people in office that are listening. And hopefully some of the people listening to your show today will be inspired to think about running themselves. I think that we need people from all walks of life to step up and serve and run for office. We need men and women with a variety of life backgrounds and a variety of career backgrounds to help really bring their strengths and perspectives to make better policy. In terms of my experience as a physician, I think it's really important right now. As you know, we're in the middle of an unprecedented pandemic. And as one of only 3 physicians in the Utah legislature, we need to step up and help participate in making sure that the voices of public health experts, that the input from the medical community is being heard and listened to and then applied in evidence-based ways in how we tackle this pandemic. Unfortunately, at the national level, there has been, too often this issue has been politicized rather than sticking with the science and the medicine of how best to tackle this and save lives. And that tackling the public health issue is the best way to reboot and revitalize our economy. They go hand in hand. They're not, siloed issues.
Excellent. It is a really important topic of conversation. What is your message for Governor Herbert, Lieutenant Governor Cox, as they manage this pandemic?
We need to make sure we're listening to the medical experts, not just having them in the room. We need to empower them to be part of the decision-making process and at the table where decisions are being made. And, we've done many things right in Utah, but there's room for improvement and room to learn from the mistakes that we've made. And first and foremost, we need to be listening to the medical experts so that as we look at going back to school, as we look at, how we fully re-engage with the economy, we can do that in a safe way and in a way that keeps us open and functioning and also saves lives and minimizes and avoids illness.
Well, those are key takeaways. Suzanne, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today. Before you go, I want to ask you one last key question. What is your superpower?
My superpower is voting. We all need to register to vote and vote. We can create positive change in this state and all the way to Washington by taking advantage of that most precious right we have. Go to voter.utah.gov to use your superpower this November.
Oh, fantastic. What a great superpower. Everyone can have that one. Well, Representative Harrison, Dr. Suzanne, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today. We appreciate it, and we wish you every success in helping our state leaders to develop an effective COVID response.
Thank you so much for having me, Devin. It's been a pleasure.
All right. Let's be bold together.
That's right.
I'm Devin Thorpe. For the last 8 years, I've been working full-time to eradicate extreme poverty, improve global health, and fight climate change. I've concluded that the best way for me to continue my work is to run for Congress to represent the people of Utah's 3rd District. In Utah, we have common shared values. Those things unite us. I believe passionately in our ability to come together, and I believe that working together, we can solve Utah's problems. I'm Devin Thorpe. I'm a Democrat. I'm running to represent the people of Utah's 3rd District.
I'm Devin Thorpe, a candidate for Congress, and I approve this message.